Hello YouTube. In today's episode I will be reviewing ThinkPad 600X. So, what is the first so-called modern laptop? It's pretty nice, except mine's in not so mind condition. So first let's talk about the specs of this machine. So the specs are: processor is Intel Pentium 3E, 500 MHz. Memory is 256 MB of SD-RAM. Graphics is Neo Magic Graph 256 2X, 4 MB VRAM, but still no acceleration in this model. HDD is Hitachi 40 GB. Originally it was I think 12 GB PATA IBM, but this one is from the ThinkPad X32, which died on one person from my family, so I took the hard drive and such. Battery in this model is IBM Li-ion 10.8V 3.2 440. It's still working and it's supposed to have still power to keep for at least 1 hour of going, but sometimes if you use it extremely carefully it could be even 2 hours. So it also have sound card Crystal Sound Fusion, which is fine at the time. Display is 13.3 TFT display with the resolution of 1024 by 768, so it's not that bad. And it has as well infrared 1.1, ultra bay, slim one with CD-ROM from LG, and of course standard 2 times type 2 card bus slots or 1 type 3 card slot. So the laptop was introduced in 1997. This model I assume is the latest one because it's X, so it could be even from 1999. So let's check about the build quality of this. So of course it has 3D printed IBM logo, which is nice. The condition is sadly not so good. Let me disconnect this thing and let's check up what we have. On the front we have like the bay for the high HDD, ultra slim bay for CD-ROM, which we can actually take out. Here is also a nice sensor lamp. If it's actually working, this means you shouldn't take out this thing. Let's check it out. Okay, so it's standard LG drive from that era. And actually, of course, it's branded IBM because of stuff and rights. So let's put it inside. Okay. And on the right side of the notebook is the screen release button. There are 2 of them in this one model. We have here for external monitor or the camera cover. We have for the disk FDD connector from IBM, of course. We have microphone in, we have audio in, audio out, so for the phones, infrared port, so I hear the IDA, and these 2 PC slots. Okay, and behind the notebook. So from the back is connector for the mouse, COM connector, power connector, of course docking station connector. Let me open this thing, yeah, for you. Yep. And with a little bit of help, VGA connector and parallel connector for the printer. And so be it. Still we have the left side of the notebook, and here we have one USB 1.0, also the button for the reset, turn switch, telephone connector, another release button, and also the Kensington lock for the machine. Okay, going behind this precious stuff, we have of course the battery. I will put for the moment the voltage here because the CMOS battery is dead. So let's say, okay, let's take it out. Take it out, yeah. Okay, so as we can see, it's a standard battery which has been, of course, manufactured by the IBM, but has been replaced. The ions inside was replaced, so that's why it's still going on. Let's put this back here, of course, yeah. Okay, hopefully it will go. Okay, what we have here? Here we have some, of course, serial number. It was manufactured, of course, by IBM in Scotland. So let's take it a bit apart. Let's go here. Here it's supposed to be the card for the modem. It's, I assuming, fine. So let's check it out. Okay, without breaking anything, yes, precisely. It was manufactured in Canada, and yes, pretty much is for the modem. So let's take it back here. Yeah, okay. And this one also. I need to fix this thing a bit. Let's check out the another thing, which is probably, you should guess, it's supposed to be the RAM bay, and hello, it is. Also, it's saying something about lithium battery backup, which is fine. It's supposed to be here behind this plastic band, and yeah, it is. I think I will sometime in the future replace it because I'm fine with this laptop. So okay, we have 256 megabytes of RAM on this device. So let me check, because it's supposed to be 64 here, 128 here, and 64 on board. So wait, I need to check it out as well. This Kensington supposed to be, I think, 128 megabytes. Let's check it out. Doesn't spell it right, but yeah, it's on Samsung bricks. So anyway, yeah, another one is original IBM. So originally it has like 128 megabytes of RAM. So let's close it. Yeah, it was so much called like a first modern notebook, or in other way, the first laptop with like extremely perfect for typing keyboard. Anyway, let's check out the hard drive bay. So to take out hard drive, you need to actually use some force here, but it's more like a trick, and you have a bay. You have also this little thing. Okay, and the caddy goes up. As I said before, this is the Hitachi. It has, alright, 4,000, 5,000, not 4,000, 5,400 RPM. So that's why it's so nice. Anyway, let's put it back into caddy. Yeah. Okay, it's fine. Let's take it back here. Okay, and let's screw it up. Of course, it's using here the power socket for this is not for that device, it's for the old one, for 760. That's why. Anyways, use a standard converter, yeah, from IBM, original one. So let's check out how it looks inside of the how the inside looks like. Yeah. Up. Okay, here as you can see, it doesn't look that bad. We have of course built-in 2 speakers on the wristpad. Scrolling IBM key, 2 of course keys, track point. Again, very fucking nice 3D printed logo. Yeah, I said it's actually fully charged. Screen analog brightness, microphone, some ventilation port, also some LED. It's supposed to be the best typing keyboard from the IBM. Let's compare this to the previous one, previous model, as in my opinion best mechanic one, because the jump is perfect, is the old one, but if I can tell that this one is pretty solid as well. It has like very fine jump. It's not so huge, it's not so soft. It's actually pretty much soft, but I don't know. I honestly kind of prefer this kind of keyboard because it's mechanical. But there's of course a big difference in size. Anyway, this model was designed to work out with Windows NT and 98. I'm currently running this one with Windows 2000 Professional SP4. And what can I say else? It doesn't have ThinkPad Lite, but as you can see, the frames are really extremely well built, and the building quality, let's check it out. Of course, you can do the same with this one. You can just take the laptop, take this the end, and yeah, precisely try to do that with modern laptops, notebooks, whatsoever. There's nothing, precisely nothing is going sadly off. It's everything is working pretty much fine. So, in the next video, so the part 2 of this review, I will just turn on this computer, check out these pets again, maybe play some game, and yeah, this one is pretty much my favorite IBM so far. So see ya guys.